Item 11, consideration and possible approval of a resolution of a city council of the city of Eagle Pass, Texas, pleading collaboration with Eagle Pass Independent School District to strengthen joint public safety protocols consistent with requirements of House Bill 121.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This resolution will strengthen a unified law enforcement front to protect our students and school staff. This will allow us to work in aligning city and district police procedures to match new state standards under House Bill 121, and also to emphasize coordination, communication, and joint emergency responses. This resolution brings those requirements to life locally, and this will ensure faster, more effective response in any school emergency. Our agencies will hopefully train together, plan together, and respond together to keep our schools safe.
Excellent, thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
It's 5:52, and we have Councilman Diaz arriving to our council meeting. Do we have any questions for Chief?
Did we meet with the ISD to see about their procedures?
One second.
Can you repeat that, sir? I'm sorry.
Did we meet with the ISD to see about their procedures?
We have met in the safety school meeting. I believe I have Captain Barrientos that attended that safety school meeting earlier this month in regards to their procedures. And this resolution is basically to meet the House bill requirements, and that we're willing to work with them and whatever they need from the Eagle Pass, City of Eagle Pass and the Police Department.
The hospital requirements, you said?
The City of Eagle Pass and the Eagle Pass Police Department. House bill. The House bill.
The House bill.
Okay. Because the House bill only requires for the sheriff's department to be holding meetings,
It says local law enforcement agencies.
right? And that's why I'm asking if we met with the district itself. If
We have met in the
about
safety
the House
security-
bill, about this particular House bill.
This particular House bill, no, sir. This is a resolution that we're presenting that we're willing to work collaboratively with them.
Right. So what makes us think that they want to work with us? We already had this
We
happen
would
once
hope
before.
that they would work with us. That's the goal that the city
Right,
wants to promote.
Right,
to-
and we're all for helping and working together, I agree with that. But we already went through this issue once with Armando Serna, where there was confusion and this, that, and the other. So I don't want it to be that again.
No, and I think that that's what this resolution is for us to be able to meet and work collaboratively to establish that communication and to be able to be a support system for each other.
Okay, will this bring any liability over to us, and I mean, the city?
In any emergency response, there's a sense of liability to any responding agency. This is just reassuring that we will be a unified command if in case an emergency does happen.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is, I don't want the Wilde situation to happen again, where there was several entities and they all wanted command, but nobody wanted the responsibility. So therefore, are we gonna set all those issues aside and
Those issues and concerns are usually discussed in the trainings that we have. We do attend trainings where it talks about the unified command and emergency responses. It tells you what level of responsibility you have. We've met in meetings with the sheriff's office. We've met in meetings with the school district. We've had behavioral threat assessment meetings. We've attended school safety meetings. So the city of Eagle Pass, as far as the Eagle Pass Police Department, is doing its part to try to bridge that gap and to establish better communication.
Okay. Will this also include the sheriff's department with you all's meetings?
The sheriff's office usually has its own meeting because the sheriff's office is responsible as
Yeah.
far as bringing the agencies together.
Right.
Which they've done that.
Yes.
But it also allows for us to be able to be responding to any emergency within the city limits.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It'd be nice if we could include them too, since we do have schools outside of city limits.
Yes, that's what I think the sheriff would need to establish some type of resolution on their part, so. Yes, I would definitely consider that, sir.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
I don't have any questions. I know that part of this concern and what we're describing does have to touch on a little bit about what did happen at Serna Elementary. And I think there's different perspectives on how to approach this. But in order to be compliant with this and to be able to kind of bridge that, I don't know if what you're saying, Councilman Garcia, is that the school district does not want to work with us? Is that what you're stating?
I don't speak for the school district.
So I'm trying to clarify your comments to the police chief, because one of the things that is absolutely, you were implying that the school district did not want to work with us. So I think that it's really important to put this safety issue at the forefront. You mentioned egos and putting some of our items aside. I think that's exactly what this is, right? And so at any point, there's no way that we can achieve school safety, and not just school safety, but school safety happens within the context of community. I think in order for us to move closer to that safer community, I think this is an important part of that.
Yes, and again, we're here as a support to any agency, and as far as we expect support from those agencies as well. But this is a first step to establish that communication and establish that respect for each agency.
Let's just make sure that all entities or all agencies are involved. That way, like I said, it covers all schools,
Yes, sir.
right? Thank you.
Thank you.
Chief, really quick, obviously, I just want to make sure I'm interpreting it correctly as well. I mean, this is great, right? Like, because I'm seeing it as you wanting this resolution, pledging the collaboration.
Yes.
So you're just wanting to invite, obviously, whomever, which I think it's a no-brainer. I think all entities will be on board, which is what we hope for, right? But this is not to say, or say like this is what exactly this House bill or what this resolution that I'm pledging is going to give me the sense of responsibility. I'm gonna make the, decisions. I think it's, am I understanding correctly, it's mainly like, hey, let's get together, let's collaborate, and let's pledge, to strengthen more than anything, the safety protocols.
Right,
With
and again,
everybody in agreement.
it's to work collaboratively. And again, we're not here to supersede any policies within any agency. I wouldn't expect the school district to do it to us, so we wouldn't do it to them. It's gonna enhance interoperability. It's gonna create consistent protocols for us as far as the response. It's going to also support compliance, because I know that schools need compliance, so we want to make sure we support that in whatever is needed. And again, ensure an annual review or any improvement of safety practices, training together. It's just a resolution to stay committed to the safety of the schools and staff.
And thank you for that, because I feel like sometimes as, individuals or as humans, we tend to like kind of, put in the back burner, like it already happened, we already want to move on and move forward, but we can't entirely move forward and until we find a solution and find, what gaps, what could have been improved, and at the end of the day, bringing the entities together, whether it be all under one roof or, you within city limits with EPISD and then sheriffs outside of city limits for those schools that are outside of city limits. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I want to applaud you and everybody on board with this, because we're not forgetting, and we're gonna learn from our mistakes until a solution or something happens. And this is not to keep ripping that Band-Aid, right? But like we just want to finally come to something that will be positive and work. And thank you for continuing to want to work with, keeping our students' safety and public safety overall.
Yes, thank you so much.
And if I can also just add, this is a new bill that was just passed at the previous legislation that took effect September 1, and I know our city attorney, makes sure that any new laws that come into play, with Texas law, that we go ahead and follow, right? So I think this is just us trying to make sure we cover our bases with new laws that are established with the state of Texas.
And it's a new bill that was written in response to the Uvalde shooting. So I think it has been drafted from lessons learned from Uvalde. And because we don't want to be Uvalde, and I hate to use our neighbors as an example, right? But because we don't want that kind of situation, I think that this is an important first step in making sure that we achieve community safety as a community.
Agreed, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Can I entertain a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion by Councilman Diaz. Do I have a second?
I'll I'll go ahead and second.
Second by Councilwoman Ramon. Any discussions? All those in favor? Unanimous, motion passes.